Hi, I'm Hannah,
I'm McKenna.
and we are going to talk to you about the American Revolutionary War.
The Revolutionary War started because they had unfair laws.
It was a big war, and a lot of people died because of the war.
One of the unfair laws was the Townshend Act that taxed paper, glass, lead, and paint.
The war lasted for 7 years, and then the colonists were finally free and started our nation. Bye.
Guys, it's Olivia
And Keely.
and Landon.
And this month we are talking about an author that came to our class this month. Her name was Rebecca Davis, and she came to talk about her book Slider's Son.
And she had to make up fake names and fake cities. Like, she had to put together Lakota and Pekin to make Larkin.
And Slider's Son is about Grant O'Grady, and his father is Slider. The father's nickname is Slider because of his well-known slider when he pitches for the home team. Him and his friends get into a lot of trouble and a lot of amazing adventures.
It's Ethan
And Wesley.
and Ryder, and today we are talking about math.
This chapter, we are talking about multiplying fractions. Ryder will show you.
So all you have to do for multiplying fractions is just multiply both fractions with the denominator. So first multiply the numerator. 3 times 4 is 12. And then 4 times 6 is 24. That has to be simplified to 1/2.
In our last chapter, we were talking about adding and subtracting fractions. Ryder will show you another example.
So first you find a common denominator. I choose 10. Since the common denominator is 10, you just keep 9/10 the same. And then you would multiply 5 times 2 to get 10, and then the top by 2 to get 8. Then you have to subtract that to get 1/10. That is what we have been doing in math. Bye.
Bye.
This is Brody.
And Darian.
And today we will be showing you guys our 5th grade biographies. Darian will go first.
My explorer, which I was picked, was Prince Henry. So I'll tell you some facts about him, okay? He was the 3rd son of King John I. He was born on March 4th and died on November 13th. He had 2 brothers named Duarto and Pedro. They were involved in navigation, like to explore. Prince Henry discovered and colonized Azores Island on January 1st, 1427 through 1430. In 1418, Prince Henry tried to get to Portugal, but a storm came, so they took shelter on an island that he called Porto Santo. He then colonized it, and these islands were found in the Mediterranean. And now it's Brody's turn.
Who is Giovanni? Giovanni was born on 1485 in Ganti, Italy. As a young child, he got education in Florence, Italy. On January 17th, 1524, Giovanni left France on a journey to the New World on his only surviving ship, the Delfina. Giovanni's 3 other ships were lost at sea. The Santa Maria and the Victoria sunk in the ocean, but the Normanda was sunk in a battle against Spain. This was the beginning of his first voyage. On March 7th, 1524, after about 50 days at sea, Giovanni found land. He landed near Cape Fear, North Carolina. Soon after he set sail south toward Florida. On April 17th, 1524, Giovanni entered the Bay of New York on the Delfina. Him and the crew stayed in the bay until a storm pushed them to Martha's Vineyard. On their way back to France, they stopped at Newport, Rhode Island. Soon after, they returned back to France. On September 20th, 1527, Giovanni set sail for his second voyage. He made it to the Brazilian coast where he found wood. He loaded the wood onto the ship and brought it back to Port Deep, France. On On February 2nd, 1528, Giovanni left for his third and final voyage. On this voyage, he tried to find a passage to China through the south. To accomplish this, he followed the chain of Lesser Antilles and stopped at an unknown island. On October 15th, 1528, Giovanni landed on an island near Jamaica in the Lesser Antilles. Here, he then ran into cannibals where he was killed and eaten. Hope you guys liked our 5th grade biographies. Bye!
It's Todd and Katie and Izzy. Today we are going to be talking about president facts. About Abraham Lincoln
And George Washington.
Washington was the first president of the United States. He really didn't have wooden teeth. They were actually made of ivory.
His daughter died of an epileptic seizure.
The people said he should be king, but he said no because they just fought for freedom.
Abe Lincoln led us through the Civil War, which was to free slavery. The Civil War was the bloodiest war, yet we won. He got assassinated April 1865.
Abe had 4 children. Robert Todd, William Wallace, Tad, and Edward Baker were his 4 children. Abraham Lincoln was also best friends with Walt Disney.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.